my first time hosting the Purple Lin Kwei series.
Me too. My name is Brad Spitt. I play the main villain in this low-budget TV show. But I'm actually a very kind, sensitive individual and tormented artist. I do a lot of intricate work with my hands.
My name is Diddly Doodle. I'm a Nosferatu who plays the unconscious vampire, Himbobo Popopini.
Welcome to the second episode of PLK Theater in association with the Purple Lin Kwei series. I play Green Martian #1 in this chapter. So, Tanya, who will we see you as in the second episode of this program?
In this chapter, I play 3 different Martians, most notably sympathetic Red Martian and a one-eyed physician called Doc Martian.
Other than this episode of this TV show, what else have you appeared in?
That's me on the cover of both of Mummies and Martians and Gone with the Witch. Both movies inspired the existence of this serial.
Are those your 3 complimentary copies of the movies?
No, they were not free. I actually paid for them, even though I am one of the main stars.
You are a very rare breed of actress.
So are those 2 low-budget movies your foray into science fiction acting?
No, a few years before of Mummies and Martians and Gone with the Witch, I acted in some Star Trek fan films.
Cool, I'm a big Trekkie. Tell us more about those Star Trek fan films.
So the biggest production was called His Name is Mud. That was by Dan Reynolds and Glenn Wolfe. I was able to be a part of that through my friend David Whitney, who I met at a Comic-Con. We saw each other with our Star Trek uniforms on. So with David throughout time, I've done quite a few things as far as like a quick trek series and also a kind of picture turned comic book Kitty Hawk. So those are my buds in that world over there.
So did anything funny happen on the set of those Star Trek fan movies?
Oh my goodness. So I actually didn't realize how big of a production His Name is Mud was going to be, and my friend David just called me up and said, hey, do you want to come help? So I showed up after days of not showering in like my pajamas, just thinking I was going to hold a couple of lights. I didn't realize it was a huge crew of cast. They're a cast member from an actual series called Star Trek Continues was there and acting in it. And I show up as a grease ball, and that's how you see me in the scenes I'm in, is this greasy, gross weirdo. So yeah, funny. I'm curious to learn about your acting career, Brad Spitt.
Yeah, just how did you get the role of the bad guy commander known as Mr. Big?
Well, the director wanted a traditional space alien. Today, many stereotypical space invaders look like cute little bug-eyed wimps, but the producer was more interested in the nostalgic look seen in old science fiction TV shows such as The Outer Limits. The aliens in the 1963 episode The Sixth Finger are the epitome of what all extraterrestrials should look like. So the producer bought this latex mask. The director then traveled into outer space and conducted job interviews in Andromeda and the surrounding areas. Several of us alien invaders auditioned, but after my Shakespearean performance, I got the part.
Well, that's just great. We'll get back to your story after chapter 2 is complete. So let's get to the second episode of Purple Lin Kwei.
Here's a recap. It's becoming apparent that the evil politician, Senator Orange Man, is dealing with unearthly beings and futuristic technologies. So the PLK has decided to get to the bottom of things.
Various plans, and that's not okay. We need a group of heroes to protect freedom in kind of ways. We better call a person fight, better call a Purple Lin Kwei. 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 Skillful masters and assassins, they're the Purple Lin Kwei. Let's go! masters and assassins to the Purple Lin Kwei. Badass kung fu masters and assassins to the Purple Lin Kwei.
I'm so glad that in just a few minutes, this device will allow me to finally meet Mr. Big.
Soon you'll be introduced to him, assuming nothing goes wrong.
I thought me and the PLK several times. Why are they snooping around? Especially on today of all days. Their presence could ruin everything.
What's going on?
There's some strange electrical element. And why is that guy shape-shifting?
A secret has been revealed.
They're fighting their way into the house now. It's now time for me to leave here.
The attackers are getting too close to Orangeman and the teleportation platform.
All right, start talking, you son of a female dog.
I better escape now!
Orangeman has arrived, as scheduled.
But the other 3 humans were not vaccinated or cleared in advance.
Attention, all Diurnas down on Earth. The Senator has materialized, so return to the starship at once. Mission accomplished. I repeat. Attention, all Diurnas down on Earth. The Senator has materialized, so return to the starship at once. Mission accomplished.
We must join our fellow Diurnas on the spaceship.
Senator Orangeman, step away from the teleportation platform. Make way for the returning Diurnas.
The 3 unconscious strangers appear to have been shot by the temporary stun beams of the Diurnas.
So, you made it on time, Mr. Orangeman.
But your orders were to arrive alone, not with other Earthlings.
I swear, it was not my plan to have these unconscious idiots follow me up here.
Those 3 trespassers must be killed. We don't need any witnesses.
Perhaps we can just send them back before they awaken. They will be none the wiser.
But the teleportation platform is occupied by the returning Diurnas.
Wait for me! I'm the final Diurna to teleport back to the vessel!
Where did those guys disappear to?
I think they were escaping to some spaceship.
Weird. I wonder what they were.
They called themselves Diurnas.
Interesting. Diurna is android spelled backwards.
Our comrades were transported as well.
Both my brothers?
Yeah, they all seemed to vanish into thin air.
The corresponding teleportation platform has returned.
So that's the last of the Diurnas.
So get the intruders on the platform before they awaken.
What's going on? Where am I?
They're conscious and must die.
No need for more violence. Let the visitors live.
No! Kill those witnesses! They're not my friends anymore!
Don't say that, Mr. Orangeman. We have always collaborated with you.
Orville Orangeman, Mr. Big has been expecting you. Come with me.
I'm so disappointed to hear that after all I've done for that freeloader, Orangeman had the nerve to bring other Earthlings on board.
I don't know why you bother with that treacherous, inept liar. Here he comes now.
Mr. Big! All these months I suspected you all were aliens from outer space, but now I know for sure.
It's an honor and a privilege.
It's an honor and a privilege for me.
That's what I meant. Anyway, Orangeman, I'd like to introduce you to my 2 best friends from high school.
Nice to meet you. How's it going, man?
It's been going great. All these years, all your Martian elements have made me rich and successful.
But you have failed to uncover the secrets of life after death, despite the radioactive formulas we have given you.
But, a couple days ago, we did come close.
No, we seek immortality, not flesh-eating zombies.
I'm raising money to construct an even better laboratory. Thanks to my confidential metallic Martian meth.
What the fuck is metallic Martian meth?
It's a top-secret byproduct of the chemicals we've been sending to Orange Man.
Thanks to the hookers who are addicted to it, the money just rolls right in. So as long as the Earthlings don't know its origin, I'm safe.
Whatever. Look, you deliberately disobeyed the secrecy of this project when you brought other Earthlings on board.
I never meant to invite the Purple Lin Kwei.
Who is this group you speak of? Tell us about those three interlopers.
They practice the ancient Chinese arts of the Lin Kwei.
Ah, yes. Lin Kwei. Old Chinese words meaning forest demons.
Precisely. The Lin Kwei are the precursors to the Japanese ninja and the Korean susa. My former colleagues, the Purple Lin Kwei, have helped defeat my enemies and other bad guys. This group of mercenaries consists of Bruce Liar, the Red Soft triplets, Tuna Santana, and Arthur Graham.
Too bad the three of them are on board the vessel. If we can't erase their memories, they'll have to be destroyed.
You know, if I had a daughter that looked like you, I'd be in jail.
I'm sorry your introduction was violent.
That's okay. I love to start my day by waking up to a gory shootout.
There was more blood flying around than in a leopard disco.
But, welcome to the PIHUS ECAPS 4.
PIHUS ECAPS? Spaceships spelled backwards?
We have a lot of fun with the English language. Several Martian words are Earthling words in reverse.
Ugh, it's a good thing this bullet was removed, even though it's a primitive weapon.
Primitive, but every bit as effective as your newfangled ray gun thingies.
Fuck you, Earthling. It's ridiculous that you are even here. Your presence is preposterous.
So does that mean our presence will become post-posterous later on?
Drink this healing vitamin. It'll help you recover.
Oh, that tastes like burnt hair. Mind you, very good burnt hair, but burnt hair nonetheless. Blah!
I'll give you some water to wash the bitter flavor from your Earthling taste buds.
Since you might be stuck on this spaceship until Martian politics are resolved, perhaps we should tell you our story. Mars has not been populated in millions or billions of years last Sunday. But long ago, the two major races were the Green Martians and the inhabitants of the Angry Red Continent. Both ethnic groups escaped right before Mars became uninhabitable due to overpopulation. The same disastrous condition that will inevitably destroy your planet, the Earth.
Hey, don't blame me. I lost my balls in a steamroller accident.
Anyway, these Martian refugees traveled downward to the southern galaxy planets. There are creatures of all shapes and sizes on those southern planets, but their most successful hybrids were with Earthlings.
That explains Earth's history of abductions.
That's why so many Martians on this vessel seem human, speak perfect American English, and use English text.
I am part Martian, part human, and part Cyclopean. All creatures on the planet Cyclopia only have one eye each, and—
Shut up, you one-eyed tramp. The Earthlings already know too much. You Green Martians have spilled the beans, revealing top-secret information.
Achoo!
Ooh, that's disgusting. Oh, I think I'm gonna blow chunks.
Hey, did I happen to mention my nickname is Chunks? Anyway, thanks for the background information. I still don't understand your connection to the brief zombie outbreak.
They accidentally became zombies because our formulas were misused.
That's correct. The guests are all curious about the experiments on the cadavers, so let's escort them to the undead laboratory, where all of their questions will be answered.
You go on without me. I just want to rest.
Earthlings are known for their determination to revive the dead. So for generations, the Martians have secretly lurked nearby. Whenever humans came close to reanimating corpses, the Martians were quick to steal those undead cadavers. Cairo Mummy, greatest janitor in Egypt 3,000 years ago last Tuesday. The secret reanimation formula, as written on ancient papyrus, has yet to be decoded, duplicated, and processed. It seems the ancient Egyptians found a way to make the living cells evolve and generate, instead of normal decaying as we know it today. Anyway, the Cairo Mummy was in his tomb for over 3,000 years before being excavated in 1925. That's when my ancestors intervened and knocked out the archaeologists. That whole assignment was known as Plan 8 from outer space.
According to my records, 3 of our human visitors were not vaccinated before arriving on the vessel. But in addition to germs, they also brought this strange device. It's called a smartphone. All those virus-spreading humans have them. We'll have to see if anybody on board has been infected. But look! This smartphone has all these cute electronic images. I don't want to see another photo of some fucking cat!
Okay, calm down. Let's get back to work.
We gotta get saliva samples of everybody on board.
Himbobo Popopini, captured in 1922 by Martians from the PIS ECAPS 1. That whole assignment was known as Plan 10 from outer space. It's said that a Nosferatu is a specific kind of European vampire that cannot change into a bat.
The corpses are partially alive, and us Martians continue to study them and extract liquids to learn the secrets of life after death.
But both only come back as lumbering monsters and are not as functional as healthy humans and healthy Martians.
So there must be something in Earth's atmosphere which makes the concept of life after death more feasible than on other planets.
Earth, me homesick.
The undead test subjects are kept confined and dormant because of their super strength, but also because they too want to return to Earth.
Though monsters, they are also Earthlings after all.
The only way to subdue the undead test subjects is with the speedy freeze ray gun.
So what's that up there? More undead test subjects from Earth?
Yes, those are the Pompeii gladiators who were infected by some ancient volcanic radiation.
We're having great success with our experiments on the Pompeii gladiators. Come on up, we'll show you.
Stop right there and back off. Green Martians are no longer allowed up here. And human beings were never allowed on this upper level. This project is now top secret, so go away.
What the hell was that all about?
The Reds have become very secretive about their new experiments.
Stop whispering, you assholes.
Your mother uses her yeast infection to bake bread. The Red Martians have no sense of humor. They only laugh at one gag.
And what's that?
I must tell you something in the strictest of confidence.
Why would I trust a red Martian? Don't you all want us humans dead?
I'm conflicted, and sometimes I relate to the Greens.
So what's your news?
Your former employer is peddling an addictive drug down on Earth.
Badass kung fu masters and assassins, they're the Purple Lin Kwei. Purple Lin Kwei. Purple Lin Kwei. Purple Lin Kwei. Badass kung fu masters and assassins, they're the Purple Lin Kwei. Badass kung fu masters and assassins, they're the Purple Lin Kwei.
Magnificent, great, bravo.
That was just awesome. I don't know if I'm worthy to exist on the same planet as Chapter 2.
So, Brad Pitt, what were those spaceship sets made of? Because of the limited budget, the space-age computer parts were often composed of garbage and recycled parts. For example, the knobs and buttons were bottle tops, plastic caps from food and containers.
What about the larger sets?
Those were just miniatures. Toys based on the Batcave as seen in the 1966 Batman TV show.
What were the most difficult scenes to shoot?
Those damn bird's eye views. In costumes, we had to climb a ladder. We could barely see through the masks. Not only did we have to place the green screen on the floor, but then somebody had to mount the video camera to the top of the ladder. Due to a lack of volunteers, it was often the same person who wore the costume who then had to climb up to the top of the ladder and activate the camcorder. It was difficult and dangerous to do.
So how is your home different than the character's origin as seen in Chapter 2?
Well, in all these episodes, the spaceships are traveling upwards. That was to be different than the horizontal spaceships on all the professional movies.
That's right. It never occurred to me before. In other productions, the spaceships are always traveling sideways across the screen.
Now I get it. Now I see why the script writer made up the southern galaxies, so that the spaceships all fly upwards instead of in a horizontal direction.
So is it really true that you flew up to Earth from the southern galaxies?
No, that was total fiction. In reality, I'm from the northern galaxies. So my spaceship and I had to fly downward to get to Earth.
That downward flight must have taken 100 light years.
No, it did not.
Then what? 75 light years?
50 light years?
Nope. It only took me 5 light hours, 4 light minutes, and 2 light seconds. But enough about me. Tell me about your career, Tiddly Doodle.
I spent episode 2 in a state of suspended animation, so I will save my stories for chapters when I have a bigger role. So, back to you, Mr. Spit. After all, you're from another planet.
This is fascinating. I never got to interview an extraterrestrial before. Mr. Spit, what are sexual relationships like in your neck of the universe?
Well, last month on my spaceship's couch I saw a sexy female on TV, so I started masturbating.
So, you started to polish the old ray gun?
Yeah, but it was very rude of me to jerk off right then and there because my girlfriend was sitting right next to me.
That sounds awkward. Did you and your girlfriend stay together?
Yeah, but that part of the universe has a strange gravitational pull, and also I had premature ejaculation, so the condom went flying across the room.
So, Mr. Spit, tell me, what other relationships have you had?
Well, I had a one-night stand with a young lady I barely knew. I made the mistake of saying I love you to her.
You told her you loved her and never dated her again?
How did she take it?
She was heartbroken and devastated because she thought that we were monogamous.
Do you even know what love is?
I just assumed that sex, fucking, love, and lovemaking were all the same thing.
Okay, you gotta learn the difference. Do you love her or do you love fucking her?
Now I see. I love fucking her. That is what I meant to say.
So from now on, when having flings, you should say, I love fucking you.
Okay, got it. I'll have to write that down.
I really need to get going. I gotta swallow everything I can find in the medicine cabinet.
It is getting rather late.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the second episode of Purple Lin Kwei.
Don't forget
to miss the next exciting episode.
Well, the whole thing about being me is being me is a difficult job. I want to be just like a vampire. I live up to my